How much? What's going on, future entrepreneurs? Welcome back to the channel where we talk passive income, crypto, stocks, and affiliate marketing. Go ahead and kick the subscribe button and help me get to my 200 subs by the end of the month. Let's go to the disclaimer. This channel and information included are not intended to serve as financial advice or financial consultation. Concern, issues, and certain conditions always require the advice of appropriate legal professionals. Seek financial advice when needed. Guys, if you want to come back and you want to read this in your spare time, you can press the pause button and come back and read this entire disclaimer in your entirety. But the reason for today's video is there's a question: how much do I want to add to my COTP? How much? Number one thing you want to ask yourself is, how much spare money do you actually have? You don't want to overspend. You don't want to spend too much. You don't want to spend money that you cannot afford to lose. You don't want to just put money into the COTPS system and not have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure, because you don't know when you're going to get out. You don't know when you're going to make an exit. You don't know when you're going to actually make a withdrawal. So how much spare money do you actually have would be the first thing I'll ask myself. Do I have extra money in my checking account that I can spare to put in there? Do I have an extra investment that's not doing too great? Do I have some spare money just sitting around that I can put in it's not going to bother me if I put it there? If I have money in my savings account, I can maybe take a certain percentage of that and add that to it and let it grow over time, and also put enough that if you do lose it, that it won't really affect your current situation. Second thing I would say is maybe 5% of your income. Again, depending on your situation, if you have bills, if you have other things coming out of your account, if your account is negative, depending on your financial situation, how much money you have saved or available. Now, don't add if it's your last or if you actually do need the money. Again, don't add the money into a COTPS system if it's your last money or you need it. I would advise you not to do so. That wouldn't be wise for you to take your last couple dollars, or any other system for that matter. You won't hear me on my channel say go get a loan. You won't hear me say go use your credit cards. You won't hear me say any of those particular things. I just don't think those things are smart, or they're pretty much in your best interest to do so. Using a credit card, it may be beneficial, but I won't use them. Taking out a loan, unless you know it's a no-brainer. If it's 100, maybe a higher chance that you know you're going to be successful, then maybe do one of those two things. But if you don't know, you're taking a chance, I wouldn't advise you to do so. Even on this particular system, I would not advise you to whip out a credit card or whip out, go to somewhere and get a loan or do whatever just to put the money in the system. Now, the system is working, and I'm absolutely loving the system, but that doesn't mean you take your very last and you use that and put it in the system. You don't want to use money that you're going to need later on down the line for groceries. You don't want to take money that you're going to need for food or shelter, whatever else you need in your day-to-day life. And my last thing about how much you should ask is, if you have an investment, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's something else that you're invested in, and it's doing an absolute horrible job, and I would say maybe take some of that, but not even all of it. Maybe take a little bit and invest it in to see if you can even double that. And once you double it, you take it back out and add it back to that investment, and you leave the remainder in the COTPS account and just let it multiply over time. And those are only couple things I can think of. The only thing I can actually say. And again, disclaimer: I'm not your financial advisor. I would advise you to seek financial help. Just some options that you can maybe try to use. Situation I don't. Use your best judgment. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Be blessed.